serving more than 7 years in prison after pleading guilty to federal fraud charges. It's actions like those actions, they are driving the people to the streets. More than 2,600 No Kings rallies are planned across America, in big cities, in the suburbs, and in small towns. Organizers expect the day of action will outpace the turnout for this summer's No Kings demonstrations, when 5 million people marched. Round two could be the single biggest day of protest in U.S. history, according to the organizers. So it's no surprise that MAGA Republicans are afraid of the images you see on your screen right now. Look at that. That's why they're pushing these absurd gimmicks, like the Republican governors of Texas and Virginia, actually activating the National Guard troops in their states ahead of this peaceful protest movement. As for the president, well, he is downplaying the protests while Speaker Johnson tries to create an alternative reality.
You know, they have their day coming up. I hear very few people are going to be there, by the way. But they have their day coming up, and they want to have their day in the sun.
They're going to descend on our Capitol for their much-anticipated so-called No Kings rally. We refer to it by its more accurate description, the Hate America rally. You're going to bring together the Marxists, the socialists, the Antifa advocates, the anarchists, and the pro-Hamas wing of the far-left Democrat Party. That is the modern Democratic Party. That's where they've gone. And the Hate America rally is the common theme among all those groups.
Here we go.
Joining us now is conservative lawyer and president of the Society for the Rule of Law, George Conway, and Ezra Levin, co-executive director. I would also argue co-founder of Indivisible. Alicia, I don't know if you can see, but George also brought Clyde with him. His amazing dog.
We have Clyde at the table tonight as we get ready for what will be one hell of a day tomorrow. I do want to get into the protests, which I don't call them protests. For me, it's really kind of Americans being Americans tomorrow. But before I do that, I want to ask you, George, and get your as Simone read it saying, George Santos, seriously?
Yeah.
Is this the crap that we've come to at this point, where this administration, this president, finds every convicted felon that went through a process, that laid out a case, juries decided you guilty, and now we wrap around and he just sort of like, okay, we'll just commute your sentence. It doesn't matter. And then at the same time, he's out here clamoring to get, individuals who have not committed crimes, allegedly, arrested and profiled as criminals. I don't understand.
It's completely nuts, but he's completely nuts. And so is Santos. And maybe that's the thing that joins them all together. I mean, look, under any normal pardon or commutation system, this guy is not eligible, okay? He committed flat-out fraud. There was no question about his guilt. And at the end of the day, he shows no remorse, no acceptance of responsibility. And there is no reason to give him a break on his sentence. He committed flat-out fraud of his campaign on his campaign books. But Trump, and he's not even liked by Republicans.
Right.
He wasn't liked by Republicans. Nobody liked this guy.
Right, exactly.
And even Trump, I don't think, really liked the guy. But there is something about, I guess, Trump finds appealing a fraudster. Maybe some kind of kinship.
Maybe there's a kinship thing.
It's off the wall.
I do not think this is about Santos. Santos is a clown. He's a fraudster.
Right.
We all know that. This is about, are you showing fealty to the would-be monarch? Are you willing to say to Donald Trump, I'll do anything for you? Because if you're willing to do that, it doesn't matter what you did. You could have started a bloody insurrection at the Capitol. You could have beat up cops on January 6th. That's okay, as long as you say what Donald Trump wants you to say. Then they are willing to issue pardons. They are willing to commute sentences. So this isn't about Santos. This is a message to everybody else. You get in line behind the regime, otherwise I'm coming for you.